Hello my gorgeous friends on the internet, how you are doing? So in the previous video I showed you how to prepare your app for uploading, like prepare your Flutter app by minifying the code and signing it, creating a signing key and all this stuff. Because if you look at the app now, it has this debug stuff right here. Okay, so there's something we should remove. Okay, so I was supposed to show you how to remove this debug banner, because if you want to upload to Play Store you must not have that debug banner. So currently my app is not actually running, like it's not actually running. So what I'll do, I'll just change it and then maybe run it later. So what you need to do, you go to your main.dat where you have your material app, then you go debug banner. So just type debug banner. So debug show check mode banner, and we set that to false. All right, so this is just going to remove the debug banner for us. So to actually see if this actually take effect, I'm going to run the app. But why? Okay, so we just encountered an error here while trying to build the app. I could remember where I added this enable android.bundle.enable uncompressed native library equals to false. So now they say okay, expected true or false, but we now add it like a string. So let's locate that part. It was added in gradle.property, and so okay, equal to false. So maybe I should remove the dot, so we don't need this dot. All right, that was my bad. I actually added the dot, so we need to run it again to see. Alright, so we are still encountering more errors. Okay, a problem occur evaluating project app. Okay, let's see. Could not get unknown property key store properties for signing config. Okay, alright, so let's see what the issues. Okay, so I'll go back to okay, key alias key store property. Okay, so I'll go back to the okay, store password equal to null, store file equal to null. Let's go to the key I created initially, which was key.properties, and okay, store par. Alright, so this key.properties, I believe I need to reference that part. So let's go to build.gradle. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I need to add this stuff, I believe. Let's go back to how Play Store say we are going to add that sign in. So sorry that it was my bad from the previous section. So let's see if you can fix that really quick. Alright, so we're going to configure signing for your app by editing the app Android app build.gradle and add code before Android block. So with the key store information from your property file. So we're going to add this code. Okay. Alright, so we're going to add this code. I forgot to add this part, this one. So I'm going to add it to my code. Alright, so it should be, they say before Android. Alright, so it should be before, right? I believe. Okay, before, right? So before Android. So I'm going to add it. We have lots of them here, so I'm going to add this one here. Alright, so dev key store properties equal to key new properties, key store properties root file key.properties. So it's going to access this key.properties, which is this one here, and you can see the path is the same thing, key.properties. So if key store properties.file.exist, then we're going to load it. Alright, so let me try it again and build a project. Alright, alright, so the app has successfully built. So now we are certain that everything is okay, and you can see the debug banner. Alright, so let me bring the app. Sorry. So you can see now the debug banner is gone. Alright, so now we don't have the debug banner again. That's because we added this stuff here. So we added the okay, we removed the debug show check banner mode to false, and now you can see it's removed everywhere. Alright, so now I'm going to So now to upload to Play Store, we need to get a screenshot of our app. So the first thing I'm going to do, I have to screenshot the splash screen, also screenshot this one, which I've already done, and also I'm going to screenshot. Okay, yeah, I'm going to screenshot this page, all right, and then I'm also going to screenshot this one too. So those are the 4 pages I'm going to add, right? So we're having errors here. Format exception. Okay, what is caused by what? I see. Okay, that's not really an issue. All right, so see, now we are going to, okay, I believe you have done those parts. All right, so now we have the elapse. Okay, I don't think I'm not going to screenshot this part. Oops. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do now, we have all these things ready. So I can close this. I can also close this. I can close this, knowing fully well that everything is being set up. Okay, so I believe you watched the previous video to see how I added ProGuard and also how I created the store key, password, and the rest of them. Okay, so now I can close the prospect YAML file. We don't need us. Okay, all right. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to go to my browser, and I'll need to open my console. So I believe you already have a Play Console account. So if you don't, you can go and create a new one. So just go to play.google console, and it should ask you to sign in with your Gmail account. From there you can maybe set up everything. So these are currently the apps I have, and they don't have much downloads. You can, alright, so now I'm going to create a new app. Alright, so I have so many apps, so I'm just going to use this one, which is Destiny Ed. This is actually my default account, so I'm going to create a new app, and the name of the app is going to be Venti. Alright, Venti. So, and I also have the default name as English, so we have the app name. So it's actually an app, so we're going to change this free or paid. Basically it's a free app, but note you can still make it paid if you want, but a free app cannot be made paid, but a paid app can be made free later. So we'll make it free. Alright, so declaration, you can accept all these, accept the US export law, and then proceed to creating the app. Alright, but while this is running, we need to actually build our app for release. Okay, so I'm actually going to build the release version of this app, which is app bundle. So to do that, while that is running, we just write Flutter. First run Flutter pub get, alright, to be sure that everything is good. Okay, alright, so once you run that, you run the Flutter command, Flutter build. If it's for APK, you can build APK, but it's for app bundle, you can build app bundle. Alright, so make sure this stuff is set to release. Let's locate that part, in which is debug. So make sure it's set to release here, right? Because we're actually releasing the app. So then you click enter, alright, and this will start generating the build release for us and building everything. Alright, so while this is running, I'm going to go over to the dashboard of my Play Console. So I'm actually going to go to release your app. Alright, so we need to view the tabs. Let's see. No, not this side. Okay, publish your app on Play Store. So let's see the tags. We say the tags is for a select country and region, and we're going to set up all this. Alright, so to set this up, I'm just going to go to release overview. Let's see production first. Okay, release overview. This is actually where we're going to upload our release version, but right now the app has not been added. It has not been built, so it's currently on build process. Alright, so I'm going to go back to here and then select countries. I believe there should be a way to select countries. Wow. Okay, let me check production. Okay, I will start with store presence first. let me just start here. So more store listing, let me start here to add all the stuff that are needed. So this is where I add the app name. Okay, so you can add, maybe put and keep events. All right, keep event date. All right, so Venti helps you to keep event date, and then we'll add a short description here. So all right, so full description, I can see like how many is required. Let's say Venti. All right, so let's just go with this, and then now we require some graphics, and we also require the app icon. All right, Venti logo, right? Okay, so this is the logo, and now Play Store actually requires the logo to be of size 512 512. So let's try to upload it and see if it's going to throw any error. If it does, that means we are going to upload it. We are going to shrink the size. So let me select the Venti logo. All right, and open. So let's see. All right, so there's an error. Image dimension must be 512 pixel by 512. So I actually have a simple editor which I normally use to run this, which is a Paint, I believe. Okay, Paint. I use Paint to actually update, to reduce and shrink the size. All right, so I'll just create a new Canva. Okay, a new Canva. All right, so I'll import the image. Let's see if I can. Okay, open image. So I'll select the image. Is on file picture, sorry, and remember it's Venti logo. So I'm going to select OK. So now we have the logo here. All right, so I need to shrink the size, like reduce the size of this image. Okay, go to change size, and now the width, we are going to reduce the width and the height. So it's going to be 512, and the height also to be 512. So you can use your favorite text editor, your favorite photo editor, to actually reduce the size, or you can check it in the internet. So now I'm going to save this. All right, override the existing one here, just save it. All right, so now it has been saved. So let's try to do the same thing again, and I'm going to go back to okay, Venti logo, and let's okay, open this and let's see. All right, so now the size is perfect, 512 512. All right, so feel free to remove this. I don't think we need it anymore. Okay. All right, so now the next thing is to add a feature graphics. So basically this one can be, okay, this feature graphics can be like an horizontal view of your app. So you can use any view you want if you need. So use any view for, but in my case, maybe I'll just change it to horizontal, and then let's see if I can screenshot it like that. All right, so if you want to see what I'm doing, is actually this. So I can screenshot this in horizontal view. Okay. All right, so now let's, all right, so now we can, okay, move this to where it's supposed to be, and you can shrink. So let me upload this one. So we can go to, it's actually my folder, so my device. All right, so we're going to let's locate the, it should be in pictures, I believe. All right, okay, pictures, and we have this screenshots. Okay, so we have this. All right, so this is it, and I'm going to open this. All right, I believe it should ask us to increase the size. I don't know, but let's see. All right, so image dimension must be 1028 times 500. So what I'll do now, I'm going to open the Paint again. All right, so we're going to open Paint again and create a new Canva, and this time I'm going to import the image. So open image, and I'll locate my document and locate the pictures. I believe this should be the location. No, not here, sorry. It's inside. So we can go back and select pictures, and I have venti. So sorry about the background noise actually. Okay, so this is it. So I'm going to change its options, I believe. Okay. Where did I change that stuff again? I believe it should be in option. Okay, change size, and then the size now, the width is going to be 124, and the height is going to be 500. Okay, okay. Okay, let's try to upload it and see. It's not saved yet. Okay, we'll have to save this. So let me save it with screenshot. Alright, okay, because I don't want to override it. So save pictures, venti, screenshots. So we're going to go with this image for now. I'm going to edit this later on because it can be edited. Basically, it can be edited. And so the video to this, okay, so we don't have a video to it. So the phone screenshots, I'm going to upload the screenshots to the phone. So the first one, yeah, the second one, and the third one. So you can just select the three at once. And did I select 4? Alright, so this one is not needed. We can get rid of this. So we have the 3 screenshot of the app. Okay, they're looking cool. Alright, so the tablet view, if you have a tablet, you can take the screenshot of the tablet. But if you don't, feel free to also upload the one for the phone as well. Okay, so we have the 3 of them. Alright, so for tablet 10 inches, yeah, you can upload that if you have it. But if you don't, alright, no problem. Now we can save it. Let's see our app that I've been building since. So we have issue here. Okay. Okay, expected dash. Alright, my bad. Remember when we did this stuff inside the ProGuard rules? So it shouldn't be dots. It should be a dash, right? Yeah. Instead of dots, my bad. Okay. Apologies for the mistake. Okay, so now I believe we are good to go. And let's try to run that again. So run the Flutter build app bundle again. Alright. So while that is building, let's continue our setup. Yeah, let's continue our setup. Okay, I can close this. I can as well close this. So we have our app running. Okay, so now let's go back to. Okay, so I believe we have saved this. Your changes have been saved. Alright, let's go back to dashboard again to see what is remaining. So go to your dashboard. Okay, and let's see how many is remaining now. So now we have successfully added we have added this one. So we need to provide app access and ads and content. So now we have already set up your store listing. You can see that is marked. So let's see, select app category and provide contact details. So let's set that one up. So the app basically is a productivity app. So we are going to select the category of it, which is productivity. And then tags, we can manage tags. You can leave that if you want. So activity tracker, we can put that. Okay, you can track your activity. Alright, check it. You know, we have limited number of items to check, so you need to select the ones based on their level of preferences. We can select calendar, okay, which is for productivity. We can also select time and alarm, okay, and then we select. I think there are lots of them. We can select events off because I can't find any other one to add, and we can add ringtone if you want. Alright, so I believe that is all because right now we cannot check again. So let's apply these changes. Alright, so the changes has been applied. So let's go down. So your email address, I can put my email. So you can contact me with this email if you want. Okay, so the phone number will leave it that way, and the website will leave it that way. External marketing, all right, leave it that way, and then save this stuff. Submitting. Once it's saved, then now we can go back to the previous section. All right, so let's go back to dashboard and see the next step. You can see now the event keep events date has been added as the logo. All right, so let's scroll down again to, so now we're going to select for app access. So basically our app, we just select, it doesn't need any special access, it's just to log in and all that. All functionalities are available without special access. All right, so we'll save this. Once it's saved, you can go back and scroll down again. You will see ads. So currently our app does not support any app, so you can just select no, my app does not contain ads. But if it does, you select this one, and there's no offense on that, or how do I put it. So let's go back to the dashboard. Okay, while that is going, let's see our app that is building. Okay, still building. All right, so let's go back to the console. So now content rating, we need to rate this app. So first start your questionnaire, sorry, and your email address. So remember the email address you put there, and okay, and category. So what's the category of our app? So it's basically utility, productivity, and all that. And you need to next this to go to the next questionnaire. So does this app contain violent material? No. Oops, no, it doesn't. So be careful of what you select here. Sexuality, no, the app does not. It does not contain offensive words. No controlled substance. So promotion of ages, no. And no, I just select no. And does this app allow user to purchase digital product? No, it doesn't. Yeah. Does this app contains any wax sticker? No, it doesn't. Is this app a browser? No, it's not. Alright, so we can save, and once you save, then you can next. Alright, so this is actually our questionnaire. Alright, so everything is good. Okay, so now we can click on submit. Alright, so you can start a new one, but we don't need a new one, so I can go back to the dashboard, and now we have some other things to complete. So now we need to actually set up the target audience. So our app is available for everyone, so let's just select from 13 to 15. But if you're selecting for 5 and 6, that means you need to provide a privacy policy, but our app is okay with this age group. So now you can next it to go to the next section. So does your app appeal to children? No, it doesn't. So let's go. Summary, so you can save it. Make sure all the information you provided here are correct. If not, Google may not accept your app, or your app may be banned, all those stuff. So you have to be careful of what you select in this question here. And then you're going to select the final one. Is your app a news app? No, my app is not a news app. So let's save it. Well, if your app is a news app, you can select yes, and then tell them the source of your news. Okay, and dashboard. Alright, so now we have everything fixed. So we have the Venti keep event dates. So now what is remaining is for us to actually release, let's say publish to Play Store. Let's see the tags. So select countries and region. So you need to click here, and now we're going to select the country that our app is going to be available. So just select all this check mark so that your app will be available in all countries. But if you don't want your app to be available in some certain country, you can just uncheck them. Alright, but since I want my app to be available in every country, so you add countries and region, and you add. Alright, so my country is actually available in all these countries. Alright, you can see all of them. So I believe the next step is to create release, but don't be in a hurry yet. Let's go back to the dashboard. Okay, let's go down to create release. Okay, select testers. What did I do? No, test your app. No, this is not what I should do. Alright, so let anyone sign up to test. No. Publish your app on Play Store. Alright, that is what we are doing. So go and to create a new release. and this is actually where we're going to create the release. But right now we don't have the bundle built, so it's still building. All right, so we have the bundle built, so you can see the bundle, which is app output bundle release app release.aab. So assuming you build an apk, if you want to build an apk, you can run flutter build apk. All right, you can use the release flag if you want, but since you already specified the build, which is this release here, I don't think you need a release flag. All right, so you can just remove that. All right, so now I'm going to locate this file. So it's actually inside my build app output bundle release app the source. So let's locate it. So you click on create new release. All right, so we're gonna go to, so Google is protect. If you want Google to help and protect your sign-in key, you can click continue, but I can leave it like that. Okay, complete the steps above to continue. Okay, we'll have to, if you manage app sign, okay, let's just allow Google to help manage our sign-in key. Okay, all right, so let's go to upload. All right, so we go to the document. So I'm going to locate my projects. It's Venti, so this is the Venti. So go to, let me see where we're going to go to. Actually going to build app. Okay, so we'll go back to there and say build app outputs. From output to where? Okay, we have build app output bundle release. Okay, so we have the bundle release, and this is our app. It was signed in 720, and actually now it's 725, so you know it's the correct one. So you select it. So we're going to wait for it to be uploaded. So uploading app release.aab. Just give this a little time. Okay, so now we have an error here. So they say you need to use a different package name because com.venti already exists in Play Store. So this is actually another issue you need to consider. So now we are not going to go back to our app again to actually change the package name individually. All right, and also we also need to change it from here as well. So we need to also change it from the Google services.json as well. So we need to change this Google services because it's actually using com.venti as the package name. So we also need to change that, and that is kind of it's not an easy stuff, but we are going to do it anyways. All right, so now let's change the name from com.venti to ng.venti. Let's see, because I don't think there's any name like that on Play Store. So let's try that one out. So we're going to go to the first place we're going to now is okay, leave this Google services.json first. We're going to go to the manifest file, and we're going to change this to com.venti. No, let's change it to let's change it to, so I don't know if nt, okay, app.venti. Right, let's change it to app.venti. I don't think this one will be on Play Store. So we go down, so check anywhere we have that app dot, anywhere we have com.venti, we're going to change it to app.venti. all right, so let's change it back to how it was before. And if you are in VS Code, so you just press Ctrl Shift F. But if you are using so this one, you just like to search for any recurrent text everywhere around your project. But if you are using Android Studio, press Ctrl Shift Arrow. All right, and so here now I'm going to paste this and com.venti. But if you are in Mac, I don't know, maybe it should be Command Shift Arrow, but I don't really know, or Command Shift F. So you just need to try that. So let's use, you can see all the parts that have this com.venti. So we're going to change it to app.venti. all right, and click on this replace all, and so replace 10 currency. all right, replace, and you can see now it has been replaced to app.venti. So now we cannot find that com.venti anymore, so it has been removed. But now if we build this project again, it's still going to throw error. Why? Because we have the Google services.json, though it has been changed, but it has not been changed from the console. All right, so without that we won't be able to communicate with the console. So let's see if it's something we can update manually here. All right, open Venti. All right, so let's see if it's something we can actually update here. So go to settings. Okay, let's open the project settings. Okay, this is the project name. I'm going to remove this app. Okay, so I'm going to remove the app permanently. All right, then there are no apps in your project, so I'm going to create a new app, and the name is going to be Venti also. All right, so it's still the same process. Okay, this is the package name, sorry, so it should be app.venti. So remember the name we changed this thing to, which is app.venti, and I'm going to go back again, and the name is going to be Venti. All right, so register the app. Okay, so now we can download the config file. All right, so save the file. All right, so it has been saved. Let's just continue this setup. All this stuff has already been set up already, so we don't need to set it up again. So we can continue to console. So why this is continue to console. All right, okay, now the package name has been changed to Venti. So I'm going to download this again. All right, so just open file. So I'm going to open the file. Okay, just open the file. Let's see. All right, so these are the file, and we have app.venti as the name. I believe everything is already the same with the previous one, but to be on the safer side, just copy this. All right, so we need to copy it. Go back to to this Venti, and we're going to remove this one to be on the safer side, and then paste this in. All right, so I believe now we are good. Okay, so let me go to, all right, so bring this a little bit up. Let's run the previous command again, which was Flutter build app bundle, to generate the same file. All right, so don't worry about deleting this, because once this one finishes building, it's going to override this previous one, so you just need to copy it from there. All right, so give this time to build. Alright, so we have the release app bundle, and it's still stored in the same path. So we need to go back to the console, the play console, and I'm going to upload it again. So this one is actually a new one. So you should see that the time is around 7:42, and this is 7:43. So this is a new time, and we can select it. Alright, so just wait for it to upload. Alright, so the app bundle has been uploaded, and we don't have that error again, so feel free to remove this. Alright, feel free to remove that error. So we have it app release. Currently we have it on 1.1.0, 1.0.0. Alright, and the release name is still 1.0, so we can add a release note. So we can say Venti app released. Alright, so I think we are good. And note, if you also want to update your app later on, you need to also change the name, the version, the package version, by going to your prospect.yaml file. Alright, so you have to upgrade this stuff. So you need, if it's version, for every version you upgrade, you make sure you increase this one by 1. And if you're upgrading to version 2, you can increase it, or version 1.0, just like that, but make sure it's not the same as the previous version. All right, so I will leave it like this. This is actually the version name, and this is the version code. So you increase it by 1 for every new update, and this one you increase it the way you want. All right, but make sure it's not below the previous version. All right, so I think we are good now. Then you can run, save it. Okay, Alright, so once saving it, just go through and make sure everything is good. And our target SDK is 30, the API level is 19 plus, which is the minimum. And so review your release. Alright, so we have one warning, which is using native code. The app bundle contains native code. Alright, so you don't need to do anything here. We have already done the part that is necessary. So now we can start rollout and release production. Alright, so this is it, guys. We have finally uploaded our application to Play Store and currently is in review. So if you search it on Play Store, you won't be able to see it. Alright, so you need to go back to your dashboard to keep monitoring this stuff to know when it has been approved by Play Store. Basically, it will take between 0 to 7 days, I believe. Alright, so now we can go to our to view all apps. Okay, let's go to all apps and you should see it in review. Alright, Venti currently is in review, so if it's in production you won't see this in review. And so let's just give it time between now and 7 days time and the app will be live on Play.